This is Angela with Parkrose Permaculture, and today I'm going to be talking about three of my favorite companion plants for tomatoes. So I'm standing in the backyard. My 4-year-old and I are planting tomatoes today. I actually ended up buying tomatoes this year. I usually start them from seed, but my February and March were really crazy, and so I didn't get around to it. So I have a couple tomatoes here in this nice big bed. They've already been planted really deeply, and they got a big drink of water and tomato, and the mulch has been pushed back up against them. And I have 3 volunteers that are actually really great companion plants, and I always plant them near my tomatoes, but this year I'm not going to have to. They did it on their own. So this right here is Borage. It's an annual herb that self-sows. It has beautiful blue flowers. Okay, sweetie, go ahead and get a drink. It has beautiful blue flowers. I made a video about it earlier. Borage is a great companion plant for tomatoes. It encourages bees to come in. So honeybees don't really pollinate tomatoes very well. It's bumblebees that love to pollinate tomatoes. And they also really love borage. So borage helps attract more bumblebees to your tomato plants and has been shown to increase rates of pollination of tomatoes. So this is what the seedlings look like. They're hairy, almost prickly, and they have a lot of texture to them, and the plant will get quite large. You can look at my earlier video to see what that looks like. The next plant that I have is a Calendula, also called pot marigold. I have not planted this in 7 years. I just let it self-sow all around the garden. It comes up every year very reliably in a myriad of colors. I harvest the flowers. They're very soothing to the skin, and I make a salve out of them. Also, you can make a hair rinse if you're prone to dry scalp. Great plant. It also attracts bees like crazy, and it will fill in this area and shade the ground and help reduce water loss. So all around great companion plant. And the third one is right here. You can see the extra leaves I picked off the bottom of the tomato when I planted it deeply. This guy right here is Nasturtium. I also do not plant this plant. It self-sows everywhere, and then I just remove it if it comes up where I don't want it. So nasturtiums will grow and vine all over the ground, again shading and reducing water loss. And tomatoes drink a lot of water, so you really want to prevent water loss as much as you possibly can and conserve your expenditure on water. So nasturtiums not only will spread and fill in and have beautiful flowers that bees really love, and actually sometimes I see hummingbirds feeding on them too. They also are really attractive to black aphids. So if you have plants in your garden that are prone to aphid damage, then if you plant nasturtiums, the aphids will be drawn to the nasturtiums instead of the other plants in your garden. So it's like a magnet for aphids. So it does get covered in sticky aphids as the summer goes on, but I don't worry about it because I think those are aphids that would be attacking other things in my garden. And because it attracts black aphids, it's also a great plant for kids to hunt for ladybugs on. So yeah, so those are the 3 great companion plants for tomatoes: Nasturtium, Calendula pot marigold, and Borage.